Imagine for a moment that your current reality is not the limit of what you can achieve. What if your success, your growth, and your potential are all within your control? We are often told that there are external forces dictating the course of our lives. But what if I told you that your mind, your thoughts, and your beliefs are the most powerful tools you have? For years, we've been conditioned to believe that our capabilities are confined to what we can see, to what others have achieved, and to the limitations of our circumstances. But what if the true power lies within your mind? The greatest achievements, the ones that truly change lives and shape destinies, begin not with what we have, but with what we believe is possible. Your mind is not a passive receiver of life's circumstances. It is a dynamic force that can shape your destiny. It's time to recognize that your thoughts, your attitudes, and your beliefs create the foundation for everything you experience. Every limitation you've ever encountered has been placed there by your own thinking. But here's the good news. You have the ability to change that. You have the ability to think beyond your current circumstances, beyond your perceived limits, and step into a life of extraordinary success and fulfillment. So, let's begin by understanding this: your potential is not defined by what you've done or what you've been told you can do. It is defined by what you choose to believe about yourself and what you're willing to strive for. The journey to unlocking your true potential starts today with a single decision to think beyond the limits. Our thoughts are not mere fleeting ideas that come and go. They are the foundation upon which our entire reality is built. The mind is the most powerful tool we possess, and it has the ability to shape every aspect of our lives. Our achievements, our failures, our relationships, and our well-being. What you think, you become. What you focus on, you attract. In fact, everything that you experience in life has been influenced by the way you think. The concept that our thoughts directly impact our success is not a new one, but it is often misunderstood. We tend to think of success in terms of external factors, opportunities, circumstances, or even luck. However, the most successful individuals throughout history have been those who understood that the first step to achieving greatness lies within their minds. Every achievement, no matter how large or small, begins as a thought. In fact, the most extraordinary accomplishments are born from thoughts that push beyond what seems possible. When you consciously direct your thoughts, you begin to direct your life. The mind has an incredible capacity for influence. It doesn't just receive information passively. It actively processes, interprets, and creates meaning from everything around you. This constant flow of thoughts shapes your attitude, which in turn affects your behavior and actions. If your thoughts are focused on doubt, fear, or limitation, those beliefs will manifest as obstacles and setbacks. But if your thoughts are focused on possibility, growth, and perseverance, your actions will align with those beliefs, paving the way for success. The challenge, however, is that many of us operate on autopilot. Our thoughts run unchecked, and we allow negative or limiting beliefs to dictate our lives. This is where the power of intentional thinking comes in. By becoming aware of your thoughts, you can start to control them, rather than letting them control you. This doesn't mean suppressing negative thoughts, but rather recognizing them and replacing them with more empowering, growth-oriented alternatives. It means making a conscious effort to focus on what you want, not what you fear. The great leaders and innovators in history have always understood the power of thought. They did not become successful because of their circumstances, but because they harnessed the power of their minds. Think of someone like Thomas Edison. He famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, but each failure was not viewed as an end. It was simply a step in the process. Edison's success was not determined by the number of failures, but by the way he thought about them. His thoughts were centered on perseverance and innovation, and because of that, he was able to overcome countless setbacks and achieve what others deemed impossible. The same principle applies to every area of life. Whether you're striving for professional success, personal growth, or improved relationships, your thoughts will dictate the outcome. If you believe you are capable, your actions will reflect that belief. If you doubt your abilities, you may hesitate to take risks or pursue opportunities. The most important step in achieving anything is to first believe that it is possible. This is why positive thinking is not about blind optimism. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees opportunities instead of obstacles and challenges instead of threats. When you shift your thoughts, you shift your energy. Positive thoughts create positive emotions, and those emotions fuel your actions. If you think you can succeed, you will act in ways that move you toward success. If you believe that failure is inevitable, you will find ways to sabotage your own progress. The mind does not discriminate. It simply reflects what you believe is true. This is why it's essential to feed your mind with thoughts that align with your goals and aspirations. The most successful individuals have learned to think in terms of abundance, possibility, and resilience. They understand that the thoughts they entertain today are the seeds that will shape their future. And it all starts with the decision to think differently. Whether you are facing challenges or chasing dreams, the first step is always the same: to change the way you think about the situation. By doing so, you unlock the power to change your life. Our beliefs have an immense power that shapes not only how we perceive the world, but also how we interact with it. They form the lens through which we view opportunities, challenges, and even our own potential. What we believe about ourselves, our abilities, and the world around us determines the actions we take, the risks we are willing to face, and ultimately, the level of success we can achieve. This is why belief is often considered a greater force than circumstances themselves. Our beliefs are the foundation of our reality. They dictate our outcomes more than external factors ever will. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that success is determined by circumstances, by things like luck, timing, or connections. While these elements may play a role, they are not the deciding factors. What truly dictates whether you will rise or fall in life is your belief in your ability to overcome adversity and achieve your goals. Belief is the inner driving force that propels you to take action, to persist when faced with obstacles, and to continue moving forward even when the path is unclear. Without belief, even the most talented individuals will falter and give up at the first sign of difficulty. Belief works in a cyclical manner. What we believe shapes what we do, and what we do reinforces what we believe. If you believe that you are destined for greatness, your actions will reflect that belief. You will take calculated risks, pursue opportunities with confidence, and keep pushing yourself even when challenges arise. On the other hand, if you doubt your abilities or believe that success is out of reach, your actions will be cautious, hesitant, and often self-sabotaging. You will avoid taking risks, and the fear of failure will prevent you from even trying. This belief in limitations becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, creating the very outcomes you fear. Many successful individuals have achieved greatness not because they had a unique set of circumstances, but because they believed in their ability to navigate the challenges they faced. Think of someone like Henry Ford, who believed in the idea of mass production and the automobile's potential. Despite the skepticism he faced and the numerous failures along the way, his belief in the possibility of success led him to revolutionize an entire industry. Ford's belief was not about assuming that success would come easily, but about trusting in the process and having confidence that despite obstacles he would eventually succeed. His belief in the value of his vision made him relentless in pursuing it, and ultimately he transformed the world. Belief is also what gives you the strength to rise after failure. No one who has achieved success has done so without facing setbacks, obstacles, and even failure. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is their ability to bounce back, to see failure as a lesson and a stepping stone to success. If you believe that failure is not the end, but merely part of the process, then you will be far more resilient when things don't go as planned. This mindset allows you to stay focused on your goals and to keep moving forward, even when the journey gets tough. At times, people may face circumstances that seem insurmountable, or they may be surrounded by negativity and doubt. This is where belief becomes even more crucial. Believing in yourself, even when no one else does, is what empowers you to take action despite external discouragement. It's easy to be swayed by the opinions of others, or to become discouraged by difficult circumstances. But true success comes from holding on to a belief that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do, no matter the obstacles. What you believe will guide the choices you make and the direction you take in life. If you believe you have unlimited potential, you will act in ways that align with that belief. You will pursue growth, seek opportunities, and continuously improve. If you believe that the world is limited and that success is only for a select few, then your actions will reflect that belief. You will shy away from challenges and settle for what you already know. Ultimately, belief is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the foundation of confidence and the fuel that drives you forward. By cultivating strong, positive beliefs about yourself and your capabilities, you empower yourself to take on the world with the confidence that success is not just a possibility, but an inevitability. The most successful people are those who believe in themselves even when there is no evidence to support it, for they understand that their belief is what creates the evidence, not the other way around. The concept of limitations is often misunderstood, especially in the context of personal growth and success. Many people view limitations as insurmountable barriers, something that stands in the way of achieving their dreams or reaching their full potential. They become convinced that these limitations are fixed and unchangeable, that they are defined by their circumstances, their past experiences, or the resources available to them. However, the truth is that limitations are not permanent. They are only as real as the beliefs that support them. Most of the limitations we face are self-imposed, created by the way we think about our potential, our capabilities, and the world around us. One of the most significant barriers people encounter is the belief that they are constrained by their current situation. Whether it's a lack of money, education, opportunities, or connections, many people find themselves stuck in a mindset that tells them they cannot move beyond their present reality. They begin to define themselves by these external factors, believing that their limitations are inherent and unchangeable. However, the truth is that no circumstance or external condition has the power to define who you are or what you can achieve. Think about the countless stories of individuals who started with little or no resources and went on to achieve extraordinary success. These people did not succeed because they had more than others or because the odds were in their favor. They succeeded because they refused to accept the limitations that others placed on them, and they refused to believe in their own limitations. They realized that their potential was not determined by their circumstances, but by their mindset, their belief in themselves, and their willingness to work toward their goals, no matter how challenging the journey might be. The key to overcoming limitations lies in understanding that they are often the result of fear and doubt. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. These are the internal limitations that hold people back from pursuing their dreams. We create these fears in our minds, and they shape our actions or lack thereof. When we allow fear to control us, we make decisions based on what we think we cannot do, rather than on what we can achieve. This mindset keeps us trapped in a cycle of limitation and prevents us from exploring new possibilities. The first step in breaking free from limitations is to challenge the beliefs that create them. If you believe that your current situation defines your future, you will continue to make decisions based on the limitations of your present reality. But when you begin to see yourself as someone with unlimited potential, someone who is capable of overcoming challenges and growing beyond current circumstances, you open up an entirely new world of possibilities. Limitations begin to lose their power when you change your perception of them. The most successful individuals throughout history have been those who understood that limitations are temporary, that they are not bound by what they can see or what they have experienced up until now. They've taken what they have, made the most of it, and pushed forward with the belief that anything is possible. This mindset of expansion is what allows them to think beyond the confines of their current situation and take bold actions toward their goals. They may not always have all the answers or the resources, but their belief in the possibility of success keeps them moving forward. It's important to recognize that limitations are not inherently negative. They are merely challenges to be overcome. Life is full of obstacles, but it is also full of opportunities to grow, learn, and adapt. Every limitation you face presents an opportunity for innovation and creative problem solving. The most successful individuals do not see these challenges as roadblocks, they see them as stepping stones to success. The mindset that views limitations as opportunities is the mindset that leads to growth and achievement. Another critical aspect of overcoming limitations is taking responsibility for your actions and choices. Often, we blame external circumstances or other people for the limitations we face. While it's true that life can be difficult and unfair at times, we still have control over how we respond to these challenges. By taking ownership of our decisions, our actions, and our mindset, we regain the power to change our circumstances. We stop viewing ourselves as victims of circumstance and start seeing ourselves as active participants in shaping our future. At its core, the realization that limitations are only in the mind is liberating. It means that the power to change your life lies within you. The circumstances you face, no matter how difficult, do not have the power to define who you are or what you can achieve. Once you embrace the idea that your limitations are not fixed, but merely temporary challenges that can be overcome with the right mindset, you begin to see the world as a place of endless possibility. The only true limitation is the one you place on yourself by believing that you cannot grow beyond your current situation. Definiteness of purpose is one of the most powerful concepts in personal and professional success. It serves as the guiding force that shapes everything you do and provides clarity and direction in a world that often feels overwhelming and chaotic. Without a clear purpose, it's easy to get lost in distractions, doubts, and uncertainty. A definite purpose acts as a compass, always pointing you in the right direction and helping you navigate through the challenges of life. When you have a strong, focused purpose, nothing can deter you from pursuing your goals because your energy and attention are aligned with that single objective. The importance of having a clear purpose cannot be overstated. It's not just about knowing what you want, but understanding why you wanted it. This deep understanding fuels passion, drives commitment, and ensures that you stay focused even when things get tough. A definite purpose gives you the resilience to push through obstacles, knowing that the reward is worth the effort. It transforms vague hopes and dreams into concrete, actionable goals. Without this clarity, it's easy to get sidetracked or lose motivation when faced with challenges or setbacks. One of the greatest mistakes people make is chasing success without understanding what success truly means to them. They might follow the path that others have set for them or chase after goals that are based on external validation like wealth, fame, or status. While these may seem like worthy goals on the surface, they often lack the deep, rooted sense of purpose that makes them truly fulfilling. When success is defined by someone else's standards, it becomes a hollow pursuit. It might bring short-term rewards, but it leaves you feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from your true desires. True success, however, comes from within. It comes from a deep understanding of your values, your vision, and your unique gifts. Having a definite purpose provides a sense of clarity that allows you to make decisions with confidence. It serves as a filter through which you can evaluate every opportunity, challenge, and relationship. When you know what you are aiming for, it becomes easier to say no to things that do not align with your goals, freeing up time and energy to focus on what truly matters. With a clear purpose, you become less susceptible to distractions, and you stop getting pulled in multiple directions. You can dedicate your time, efforts, and resources to what truly moves you forward on your journey. The power of a definite purpose is also evident in how it enhances your ability to achieve goals. When you are committed to a specific objective, your actions become more intentional and aligned with that purpose. Every choice you make, every decision, and every step you take is motivated by the desire to move closer to your goal. This single-minded focus eliminates the uncertainty that often holds people back from success. It helps you prioritize your energy, allowing you to direct all of your resources toward accomplishing what matters most. Another powerful aspect of definiteness of purpose is its ability to help you navigate failure and setbacks. Life is full of challenges, and it's inevitable that you will face obstacles on your path to success. However, when you have a clear and definite purpose, Setbacks become temporary hurdles, not insurmountable roadblocks. You can view failures as opportunities to learn, grow, and refine your approach. With a purpose-driven mindset, you don't give up when things go wrong. Instead, you adapt and keep moving forward, knowing that the ultimate goal is worth the struggle. The process of defining your purpose is deeply personal. It requires introspection and self-awareness to understand what you truly want from life, beyond societal expectations or superficial desires. To uncover your true purpose, you must ask yourself hard questions about what excites you, what challenges you, and what gives your life meaning. This process may take time and might require trial and error, but once you gain clarity about your purpose, it becomes a powerful motivator. People who achieve great things are often those who have a clear sense of purpose that drives them forward. Whether it's inventing groundbreaking technology, building a successful business, or dedicating their lives to helping others, their success isn't just about their skills or knowledge. It's about the passion and purpose that propel them through every challenge they encounter. These individuals are willing to take risks, endure hardship, and make sacrifices because they are connected to something larger than themselves, something that is deeply meaningful and worthwhile. A definite purpose also creates a sense of fulfillment that cannot be found through external rewards alone. True fulfillment comes from knowing that you are living in alignment with your deepest values and contributing to something that matters. The feeling of fulfillment that comes with pursuing a purpose. Driven life cannot be replicated by material success or fleeting achievements. It's the sense of inner peace and satisfaction that comes from knowing you are on the right path, and that every step you take is leading you closer to the person you are meant to be. When you operate with definiteness of purpose, you create momentum that propels you toward success. Each action you take, no matter how small, is one step closer to your goal. Over time, this momentum builds, making it easier to achieve larger goals and take on bigger challenges. As you continue on your journey, the power of your purpose grows stronger, and so does your ability to overcome anything that stands in your way. Success is never an overnight event. It is the result of consistent, focused thought and action over time. This is what makes the concept of consistent effort so crucial to achievement. The path to reaching your goals requires more than just a burst of energy or a moment of inspiration. It requires a steady, deliberate commitment to continuous improvement. Whether you are striving for personal development, professional success, or financial freedom, the key to realizing your dreams is consistency. Without it, even the best ideas and the greatest talents can falter and fade away. One of the most powerful aspects of consistency is its ability to build momentum. Just as a snowball rolling down a hill starts small but gradually grows larger as it gathers more snow, consistent effort compounds over time. At first, the progress may seem slow or insignificant, but as you keep pushing forward, the results begin to grow exponentially. Each small step you take lays the foundation for the next, creating a cycle of growth that accelerates over time. This momentum is what carries you through moments of doubt and frustration. It's the reason why people who stick with their goals, even when the results are not immediately visible, eventually reach extraordinary heights. The key to consistency is the discipline to keep going, even when things feel difficult or when results seem distant. There will inevitably be times when you feel discouraged, when obstacles arise, or when progress slows down. It's in these moments that consistency becomes the differentiator. The most successful individuals are not necessarily the ones who have the most talent, but those who have the persistence to keep working toward their goals, regardless of the setbacks they face. Success is not about how you start, it's about how you finish, and how many times you are willing to keep going when things don't look easy. The ability to stay the course when progress isn't immediately visible is a skill that separates achievers from dreamers. In order to remain consistent, it's also important to establish habits that reinforce your goals. Habits are the building blocks of consistency. Whether it's waking up early to focus on personal development, carving out time each day for your business, or making small, incremental improvements in your relationships, the habits you create will shape your ability to stay on track. It's the small actions taken consistently over time that lead to lasting results. Successful people understand that success is not about achieving everything at once, but about taking small, intentional steps each day that lead to long-term progress. It's the daily commitment to excellence, no matter how small the effort may seem, that leads to real change. Consistency also means being able to adapt and adjust along the way. It's not about rigidly sticking to a plan without considering new information or changing circumstances. Rather, it's about making a commitment to keep moving forward, no matter what challenges arise. There will be times when you must change course or adjust your methods, but the commitment to progress remains unchanged. In fact, consistency doesn't just refer to the actions you take. It also includes the mindset that you cultivate. It's about maintaining a positive, growth-oriented mindset even when things are not going according to plan. Being consistent means maintaining the same level of effort, focus, and determination through both good times and bad. Moreover, consistency fosters self-discipline and focus. When you commit to consistent effort, you teach yourself the importance of prioritizing long-term goals over short-term gratification. In a world full of distractions, the ability to stay focused and keep moving toward your vision is a vital skill. Consistency helps you block out the noise, push through procrastination, and continue working toward your objectives. Over time, this discipline becomes second nature, and your ability to accomplish your goals improves significantly. The more you commit to your vision, the more ingrained your efforts become, turning them into automatic behaviors that require little mental energy to maintain. Success, as it turns out, is not a dramatic event, but rather a series of small, consistent actions taken over time. It is a result of focus, patience, and resilience. When you understand this, the process of achieving your dreams becomes less about grand moments and more about daily, deliberate action. Every effort you make counts. It's about being willing to show up every day, no matter how you feel or how difficult the task may seem. Consistent effort is what separates the successful from those who merely wish for success. It is the ingredient that turns dreams into reality, slowly but surely, step by step, until the once distant goal becomes tangible, achievable, and ultimately a part of your life. The most successful individuals are those who have learned to see challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. Life is not always a smooth ride, and success is rarely achieved without facing adversity. Challenges come in many forms, whether they are personal struggles, professional obstacles, or external setbacks. But it is how we respond to these challenges that truly defines our path to success. Rather than being deterred by difficulties, those who achieve greatness use them as fuel for their journey. They view challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones that provide valuable lessons and push them to evolve. The ability to embrace challenges begins with a mindset shift. Most people naturally want to avoid discomfort, pain, and struggle. It's human nature to seek ease and safety. However, the people who succeed are those who understand that growth is rarely achieved in the comfort zone. It's only through overcoming obstacles that we can develop the resilience, strength, and skills necessary to achieve our goals. Challenges stretch us beyond our limits and force us to think creatively, develop new strategies, and adapt to changing circumstances. Each challenge presents an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. A key part of overcoming challenges is reframing our perception of failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is an essential part of the process. Every failure contains within it a lesson that is crucial to your growth. Whether it's learning what doesn't work, gaining new insights into your strengths and weaknesses, or discovering innovative ways to approach a problem, failure is a powerful teacher. The most successful individuals are not afraid of failure because they understand that it is temporary and that it doesn't define them. They see failure as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey, and they refuse to let it derail them. Moreover, facing challenges helps you develop the perseverance and determination required for long-term success. The road to achieving anything worthwhile is rarely linear. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and exhaustion. Yet, it is during these moments that your true character is tested. Success requires the ability to keep moving forward, even when the way forward isn't clear. It's about taking one step at a time, even when the path seems uncertain. Perseverance is the ability to stay committed to your vision, no matter how long or difficult the journey may be. Challenges test your resolve and strengthen your willpower, and it's this determination that ultimately leads to achievement. Another aspect of successfully navigating challenges is maintaining a positive and resilient mindset. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going as planned, but those who succeed don't allow negativity to dominate their thinking. Instead, they maintain a mindset of optimism and hope, even in the face of adversity. They focus on the solutions, not the problems. They stay solution-oriented, constantly looking for ways to overcome whatever obstacle stands in their way. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties, to learn from them, and to keep moving forward with even more determination. There's also power in viewing challenges as opportunities to test and strengthen your skills. Every obstacle you face is a chance to improve, adapt, and refine your approach. This mindset transforms every challenge into a learning experience. Instead of being defeated by difficulties, you actively seek ways to learn from them. Whether it's acquiring new knowledge, improving your communication skills, or finding more efficient ways to problem solve, challenges provide an avenue for personal and professional development. By embracing challenges as opportunities to grow, you position yourself for continuous improvement and success. It's important to remember that challenges often come hand in hand with the growth that you desire. When you seek to accomplish something meaningful, you will inevitably encounter resistance. This resistance is a sign that you are pushing beyond your comfort zone and expanding your boundaries. Without challenges, there would be no progress. The most successful people are those who have not only faced challenges, but have also learned to thrive in the midst of them. They don't let difficulties define them or stop them from reaching their goals. Instead, they use every challenge as a stepping stone to reach new heights. Ultimately, the key to overcoming challenges lies in your mindset and approach. You can either view challenges as insurmountable obstacles or as opportunities for growth. It is the mindset that you choose to adopt that will determine how effectively you can navigate challenges. The individuals who succeed are those who face difficulties head on, embrace the lessons that come with them, and keep moving forward with unwavering determination. It is through these challenges that they unlock their true potential, achieving success that would have been impossible without the obstacles they faced.